happens in here isn't meant to stay in here. The hope we find in here isn't meant to stay in here. The grace we receive in here, the victory we proclaim in here, the revival that begins in here isn't meant to stay in here. Our faith is made for movement. Our testimony is designed to be told. This place with these people, this is the church. And what we do in here can change the world out there. We celebrate freedom in here so we can carry freedom out there. We pray for healing in here so we can bring healing out there. We tell the stories of God's goodness, God's peace, and God's love in here so we can be the story of God's goodness, God's peace, and God's love out there. This is no ordinary place. This is the body of Christ, a chosen people with a holy purpose, brought to life by Jesus and sent out by Jesus. We gather here, we confess here, we worship here, because what we do in here can change the world out there.
There we go. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's nice to see you all out there, and welcome to the sanctuary. And the sanctuary is a place that welcomes everybody. It's a safe place, and it's a safe place where I hope you find this is your church home. Welcome to the folks that are joining us online. We're glad to have you be a part of our service. And wherever you are and whenever you listen, we're glad you're here. And if we have any newcomers, we have a welcome desk in the back. And if you haven't had a chance to stop by or chat with Lisa back there, hopefully you would do this after the service, and she can tell you some of the things that we do here and what we're all about and what you might be interested in. In our prayers this morning, we're going to hear several words: slow down, quiet, and presence. So what I'd like to suggest is that we all just sit back, pause, and let the peace of God surround us. Let's go ahead. We'll begin with a prayer right now. Let us pray. God of the seen and unseen, you walk with us in ways we do not always recognize. You meet us in our questions, our grief, our distractions. Slow us down now. Quiet what is loud within us. Open our eyes, not just to understand, but to recognize your presence among us. And in this moment, may our hearts begin to burn again. Amen.
On the back of our t-shirts, it says, when everything's stripped away, God is love. The understanding that God truly is love. And that when we lean into that love, we are leaning into God. And so this morning we start off with our first song, the idea of what God truly is. That the heart of God is love. So let us stand and sing this together.
I know you're hurting, I can see it in your eyes. So pull back the curtain, take off your disguise. told you you ain't worth the fight. The cross tells a story that'll change your mind. 'Cause there's only love in the heart of God. No room for shame in His open arms. There's beauty from ashes, so come as you are. There's only love in the heart of God. Come, prodigal children, it's never too late. Run home to the Father, let Him clothe you with grace. Bury your burdens, break free from your fear. Step out of the shadows, there's no judgment here. 'Cause there's only love in the heart of God. No room for shame in His open arms. There's beauty from ashes, so long as you are. There's only love in the heart of God. No, He's not there sick, wishing you lost, wishing you lost. He's not sitting there shaking His head, wishing He never went to that cross. No, He's not sitting there shaking His head, wishing He never went to that cross. He's not sitting there shaking His head, wishing He went to that cross. There's only love in the heart of God. No room for shame in His open arms. There's beauty from ashes, so long as you are. There's only love in the heart of God. No room for shame in His open arms. Beauty from ashes, so long as you are. There's only love in the heart of God. There's only love in the heart of God.
I don't know about y'all, but this is my theme song for this week.
Come on, sing with us. We want you to sing.
Oh, I've had days that lose the fight. Try my best, but just don't get it right. Where I talk the talk that I don't walk and miss the moments right before my eyes. Somebody with a hurt that I could have helped, somebody with a hand that I could have held. I just can't see past myself. Lord, help me be a little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness and goodness, love and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, a little less like me. like me. A little less like me. A little less like me. A little less like me.
Y'all did real good on that one.
Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. What we'd like to do today is, instead of having you sing this song, unless it just moves you, but we'd just like to have you to receive it. Just receive it. Receive this song. Let it pour down upon you. It's like the story that we're going to read, that when Jesus broke the bread and they saw for the first time that Jesus lived, they just received. They were just receiving. So let us receive this together.
I'm no longer a slave to fear. Oh, I am a child of God. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. Oh, I am a child of God. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. Oh, I am a child of God. Oh, from a mother's womb,
I hope that affirms in you that you are a child of God. You are a child of God. Let us share the peace of Christ with each other. Okay. It's always so great to see everybody moving around and hugging each other. It's like there are some people that, when we say, peace of Christ, let's go ahead and share that. There are some people that are like, yeah, man, this is what I got up this morning for. And there are other people going, oh, no, not that again. I'll just stay right here. Okay. So it's great to have you. A couple things we're telling you about. One is the first thing, and that is that if you're new here or if you've not been involved, you can go on to this, scan this QR code, and it will take you to just about every place that you would want to go on our website. You can also do prayer requests, what's going on, how to get involved, emails, what's the next step. Also afterwards, we have a prayer meeting right over here, a little prayer circle that will be right over there. So if you'd like to pray for somebody, or if you feel like you need to be prayed for, or if you just want to be with community and praying, we would love to have you be part of that. One of the things this church did, this church started out back in the 60s, and we want to talk about where we come from and where we're going. And so we put a little video together for you, and it shows you back when the church was being started, and it shows you what we did last year, 2025. 2025, we did a lot. A lot of times what happens is people come here just Sunday, and they don't realize all the things that are going on throughout the week. And so what we try to do is kind of every year kind of give you a rundown of like, you don't know what you're missing, and all the good stuff this church is doing. So can you show me that video, Noah?
I have great respect for the past. If you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going.
The Sanctuary started in 1951 in the Gateway Theater in Fort Lauderdale. We met there for 10 years, building a second church in the process of building our own. Yes, you heard me right. We built a church before we were allowed to finish ours. From our core, service has been our mainstay.
Hey, the love of God has got me clean, no old spies. That desert I was in was deep, so dry. But now I'm out here feeling free, so fly. I'm chilling in the shade. Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade, lemonade. My Jesus making lemonade, lemonade. I watch my worries wash away, lemonade. It's gonna be okay. I gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade with that living water. Spirit, Son, Holy Father, never thought he really got us. I guess he just forgot that God works everything for better, no matter what.
Hey, so we're over here, we're unpacking. This is only some of them. We're going to show you more inside in just a second. These are all the gifts you guys did. This is Thurgood Marshall, by the way. And that's one of the teachers. Say hi!
It makes the sorrow with the sweet, and that's the perfect remedy. The love of God has got me clean, no old spies. That desert I was in was deep, so dry. But now I'm out here feeling free, so fly. I'm chilling in the shade. Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade, lemonade. My Jesus making lemonade, lemonade.
Richard, what are we going to do? I don't know. You don't know?
Thanksgiving week, and thanks to this drive-through food giveaway, Fort Lauderdale families will have full tables and full stomachs this coming week.
I need shoppers!
Hustle and heart on full display at a massive grocery giveaway the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
The line of cars stretched for blocks along Federal Highway to the Sanctuary Church in Fort Lauderdale, waiting for a helping hand to prepare for Thanksgiving. 13,000 pounds of turkey and 50,000 pounds of fixins were collected for this year's event. Finally, drivers popped their trunks and moved past several stations collecting bread, veggies, and of course, the turkey. Volunteers closed them up and sent them on their way to a happier Thanksgiving.
Of course, an effort like this doesn't just happen. People have been working weeks to bring this together. And as far as giving up a Saturday at the start of an incredibly busy season, they don't think twice. They do this every year, and they hope they continue to be able to do good for years to come.
Oh, my Jesus, he be making lemonade with that living water. Spirit, Son, Holy Father. about the devil thought he really got us. I guess he just forgot that God works everything for better. No matter what the weather, he knits it all together. Cozier than a sweater. The perfect remedy. The love of God has got me clean, no old spies. That desert I was in was deep, so dry. But now I'm out here feeling free, so fly. I'm chilling in the shade. Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade, lemonade. My Jesus making lemonade, lemonade. I wash my worries wash away, lemonade. It's gonna be okay. I gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade.
Like sugar cake on a summer day. Ain't my Jesus better than the words I could ever say? Promise that the great, the good, the bad would come.
Light in my darkness, you step into my world, you illuminate it. Expose my brokenness, you restore me. You give me a life that is worth living for, worth dying for. Perfect morning star, your mercy new and fresh with every sunrise. Awake me from my slumber, you give me new eyes. Mesmerized by perfect love at first sight, and my heart cries to know you, dear God, is heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven, heaven on earth. To have you here, God, is heaven on earth. Oh, to know you, dear God, is heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven, heaven on earth. To have you here, God, is heaven on earth. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. You guys do a really great job. You realize that? Really, really good, really good. The food thing just blows me away every year. It's just how much food we give out at Thanksgiving. It just is amazing. And it's just people contributing because they know what we are, and we know that who we are. And so it's just an ability to supply a lot of food, you know. So I'm just going to hit one last thing. This is the gathering that we're doing on Wednesday nights. We'd love to have you be part of that. You can come online with us, or you can come in person. We're doing the Rob Bell book, What We Talk About When We Talk About God. It's very, very interesting. Really will push a lot of buttons, a lot of things in you. We'd love to have you be part of that. Just give Noah your email, and we'll send you all the information, and you can get a complete copy of the book, and you can actually listen to it. So that's great to have you. I think that's pretty much it. Right? Good? I think I'm done. Okay? Okay. So will you please take us on?
Good morning, everybody. This is kind of a short one, going to be kind of slow. So if you don't want to bother reading or anything, feel free to close your eyes and just listen to it. It's worth doing that for it. As always, if you need the kneeling pads, we do have them behind the pews. Let us pray. Christ, who walks beside us, forgive us for the ways we rush past your presence. Teach us to slow down. Teach us to sit at the table. Teach us to receive what you are already giving. Open our eyes, not just to see you once, but to recognize you everywhere. And in that recognition, turn us back toward life. Amen. Today's verse is from Luke 24, verses 13 through 32. Now that same day, 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles west of Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened. And as they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing together as you walk along?" They stood still with their faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened there these days?" "What things?" he asked. "About Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "He was a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God and all the people. The chief priests and our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one who was going to redeem Israel. And what is more, it is now the 3rd day since all this took place. And in addition, some of our women have amazed us. They went to the tomb this morning, but didn't find the body. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. And then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see Jesus." He said to them, "How foolish you are, and how slow to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory?" And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them what was said in all the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the village to where they were going, Jesus continued on as if he were going farther. But they urged him strongly, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened. They recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us when he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" This is the word of the Lord.
So there's something in this story that just doesn't let me go. It just hangs in there and hangs to me. And I struggle with it. Because the story really, to place it in context, to place it what's really going on is, it's the morning of the resurrection. The women go to the tomb. They don't find Jesus' body. Some of the women see angels. And Mary actually sees Jesus, doesn't recognize him until he says her name. And immediately she recognizes him. They immediately go back to the disciples and they tell them, Jesus' body is not there. Mary says, "I saw him, the resurrected Lord. I saw him. I saw him." Now the day goes on. And Jesus has a lot of disciples. These 2 disciples that we're talking about today were not of the 12. They were just other disciples. Maybe they were there when he fed the 5,000. Maybe they were there when he entered into Jerusalem. Maybe they were there and they started hearing him preach and something stirred deeply within inside them. But now they are leaving Jerusalem. And they are walking to Emmaus. And they're walking 7 miles. And it's late in the afternoon, and the sun is shining from the west as they're heading into it. And it's hot. It's dusty. And there's a lot of traffic on this road. And suddenly this man appears and walks with them. And they walk a mile, 2 miles, and don't recognize him. They walk 7 miles with him and do not recognize him. Now, I know that some of us were saying, like, I really don't even know what walking 7 miles looks like anymore. You know, I know what driving 7 miles looks like, but I don't know what walking. And the only relationship I could make to it was when you go down to Key West, there's the 7-mile bridge. It's like walking that. It's long and it's hot, and it's going to take a couple hours. So they're walking along this. They're processing. They're trying to make sense of everything that has happened. And then suddenly Jesus is right there among them. And not for just a moment, but for 7 miles. He even teaches them. But still, they don't see him. And I believe that if we're honest, if we're really honest, this might be one of those accurate descriptions of our lives today. Because I think that there are countless moments that Christ appears in our life, and we don't recognize him. Not because Christ is absent, but because we're busy. We're moving, we're thinking, we've got things going, we're trying to figure things out, and we don't notice. And see, within the story, they didn't notice until they sat down at the table. Everything that was disturbing them at this point, everything that was going on, they sat at the table, and in the quiet and the stillness, Jesus breaks the bread and blesses it, and their eyes were open. Only in the stillness and quiet did they see Jesus. Now, when we say the word Jesus and we say Christ, let me just go into Jesus' last name was not Christ. Okay? Right off the bat, I want to get that. The idea was Jesus the Christ was something, that this was a new being. This was something amazing. This is something beyond what was before. This was the resurrection. This was the Christ, the Spirit. This individual was something unbelievable, was so special. So this understanding of when you say Jesus Christ, you're kind of saying, this is the person that was resurrected. This is the person that at the table they realized. See, when they finally shifted from all the noise and everything to finally just receiving. He took the bread and he broke it, and he gave it to them, and their eyes were open. At that moment, they weren't in effort. They were just in stillness. And they received. See, and I wonder how many times Christ has been present in our life, and we just didn't see it. And you know, those moments of kindness, or quiet nudging, or something shows up that you didn't recognize, but you knew something was different about that moment. And maybe you didn't realize it because you were still in motion, because we live in a world that's very, very loud. And there's always something urgent going on, and there's always something that we must react to, and we must scroll or argue or defend. Even in faith, we do this. We turn to follow Jesus. because it's something fast, it's loud, it's quick, it's let's go, next. But this story is about the resurrection. It doesn't look like power. It doesn't look like control. It doesn't look like certainty. It looks like a stranger walking quietly beside you. And if you're not careful, you will miss him. See, I believe that the more we take on the practices and the teachings of Jesus, the more we become like Jesus. Do you understand that? Do you get that? The more we practice love and caring, the more we practice, it becomes part of us. It becomes part of you. And so when we read the section in Matthew when Jesus says, wherever 2 or 3 of you gather in my name, I am with you. It starts to speak about something deep and rich about the idea that I see Jesus in you because you are a child of God. I see Jesus within you by your love and your compassion. I see Jesus within you because you care for others. And the more I study and the more I practice this, the more people can say, yeah, I see Jesus in you too, most of the time. See that Jesus actually takes up residence in your heart. Because this story, the resurrection story, isn't really about that Jesus resurrected. Yes, it's about that, but it's beyond that. Because the table changes everything. See, the table, they stop providing, they stop performing, they stop trying to win. They just received. And that was one of the things we tried to do this morning, that you just stop and you receive. That you truly are a child of God. When we start to understand that when we resist this, and we resist. We sometimes are afraid to be vulnerable and say, okay, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to turn the control, and I'm going to be present, and I'm going to be here with you. And see, this is where the story turns. I mean, Jesus is saying something very deep within this, that truly, where 2 or 3 of you are gathered in my name, I am there among you. That suddenly you have people trying and reading and practicing being like Christ. And suddenly I see it in you. The understanding of Namaste. Namaste. I see the Holy One within you. Shane Claiborne is with Mother Teresa, and he's putting gauze with salve on the lepers there. And as they come forward, he puts the salve on them, and they say to him, Namaste. And he says to them, yes, I see the Holy One in you too. This understanding that the more we practice this, the more we do this, the more it kind of brings Christ into us. That suddenly we feel like I'm now a person who has a lot more grace for everybody. I'm now a person who can look at each other and I can see the love in your face. I see the risen Christ in people every day. Every day I see the risen Christ. I see it in the churches that we are a part of. I see it in the ministries that we have over in recovery centers. I see people that are behaving in the way of Christ because they're caring and loving and taking care of each other. I see Christ in us every day. This understanding that Jesus is saying to them very clearly, it's not just about seeing me. It's about seeing Christ in you and you and you. So these disciples, they're not mentioned anywhere else. Suddenly these disciples, they see the risen Christ. They're so taken back by it that instead of going west, they turn around and immediately go back to Jerusalem because now they have hope. And they want to spread it to everybody. You have to know what we saw. You have to know what we've been through. You have to know He is resurrected, that Christ lives in us. Christ lives in us. So they go back and they tell the other disciples, we have seen Christ. See, you can see the presence of Christ if you slow down and listen. If you slow down and look at the person. See, the basis of this story is being told with the idea that I can see Christ in you. And the more you love and have patience, the more you walk, the more you live into Christ's teachings, the more Christ is within you. Do you get that? Do you understand that? We got that clear? That this is what's growing inside you. So some of the reasons we do this is that we talk about the idea that sometimes we get into a habit, we get so distracted, or we get so guarded, or we get so quick to judge, or slow to listen. We label people, we sort people out. You're over here or you're over here. We decide who's right and wrong. And all the while, Christ is sitting right across from the table. If Christ is promising to be present when 2 or 3 of us are gathered, then realize what that really says. That when we come together, when we share a meal together, when we set the table, every moment we slow down long enough to see what is really true. That is not just community, it is sacred. That's why we have lunch after church, because it's a sacred time that we share food together. I love it when I look over at a table and I see people laughing and having a great time and meeting somebody for the first time and saying, oh man, that is so cool. You know, all the food is great. This is great. That is community. That is what that's what church is supposed to look like. People that are coming together. It's not just about the bread, it's about each other. And I believe deeply that if you're studying the ways of Jesus and I'm studying the ways of Jesus and we talk together and we share that peace and love, suddenly something starts to happen. It's almost like a vibrant hum within you. That when you walk away from the church, you're going like, I don't know what happened back there, but it was good. Something was going on there. I want back there. That you feel this hum inside you. The point is to start to recognize the Christ in everyone around us. And we do this slowly. It's not about walking miles and miles. They saw him, but they did not see him. And it wasn't because he wasn't there, it was because we were still moving so quick. And then when they sit down, when the noise stops, when all the stuff pauses, the moment the bread is placed in their hands, their eyes are open. And they realize that they've been sitting across from him the entire time. Wherever 2 or 3 of you are gathered, I will be there. There will be this hum between us, this connection between us. I'm trying to live into this. How's it going with you? See, with Christ, there are some very consistent things that stir us. And we look across the table, we ask the question, how do I see you? And if I see the Christ in you, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit within you, if I see the child of God within you, I start to treat you differently. I start to love you deeper. I start to give you grace, and you to me. That is what a church is about. That is what we're trying to be. And I think we're doing a pretty damn good job. Will you please stand for our benediction? And I was talking about something that holds back water, just so you're aware. May the peace of Christ be with you. May you understand that you are a child of God. You come here, there is no judgment. You come just as you are. May this love be poured down upon you. May you receive it. And may you pour it out into this world. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Yeah, I saw that. You have a hat. You have a feather. He has a feather in his hat today.
I'd rather have a feather in my hat than a snake in my boot. You know what I'm saying?
A snake in your boot and a feather in your hat. Wow, that is just like really horrible. I'm gonna apologize for the sound of the audio. The audio, no, it's really scratchy. It's I don't know. I can hear it scratchy on this side. I don't know.
Oh, that is really bad.
Yeah, isn't that horrible?
That is very scratchy.
It's really bad. That's weird. On here, it's not scratchy. But on there, it's scratchy. You guys can tell if it's scratchy. So, there are some cool things that are happening. And I think you guys saw it today. There was the video of all the things. Did you like it?
I did.
Do you like that song?
It's good.
Yeah.
Jesus Making Lemonade.
It's very loud.
Was it too loud?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, the mixing on the songs is always a
little loud at least where I'm sitting.
They need to fade together better.
Huh?
The songs and the sections.
Yeah.
It was very abrupt.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. But it was a good video. I wasn't in it anyway. I was pretty upset.
That was not true. I have a photo of you at the trunk or treat that's at the very beginning of that slideshow.
I missed it.
You're making popcorn.
I like that the one good picture of me is I've got both of your daughters just like halfway up, like
you're a tree.
like trying to like.
Listen, we do a lot of cool stuff. If you want to ever find a cool faith community, we're pretty neat.
This is it.
And
You do a lot worse.
Yeah.
I'm turning the volume down because there's a
Very perfect.
yeah. Thank you. There's this. So if you're there, it's actually really small today. There's normally a bunch more people. I think people are going after food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chili dogs today.
Oh, chili dogs.
I think Fonzie's group had to leave early, and a lot of them were usually parking for something too. I think the service ran a little long, and they were running into the
Uh-oh.
Because I don't even think they're all down there. I think
Did they just grab food and get?
Yeah, I think they're all good.
So Fonzie's from Recover and Plug, a really cool group that we are connected to. They are recovery. It's kind of neat. Yeah, it's a neat thing.
And I'd say,
Good place.
I'd say depending on the Sunday, they're either a quarter to, a third of our entire congregation. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. It's wonderful. They'll take up the whole front right quarter.
Yeah, they always sit right in the front. Yep. It's very nice.
Something that we're starting back up as the summer is starting to kind of kick in is the Be a Blessing bags.
Ponchos!
Ponchos, yep.
I gave a bag to someone yesterday.
It's going to get sunny and it's going to get really, 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 it's already starting to get hot.
Yeah.
Also socks, always socks. Thinner socks in the summer than obviously the winter, but you do definitely go through socks a lot when you're getting rained on and you don't have a house.
There are lots of socks.
And
Mike
we're
and
stocked up
Rusty
for the winter.
did a ton of socks. Man,
Yeah, we got good winter socks.
We've got some winter gear.
We got about 1,000 blankets to give out.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you just wait.
Yeah. I think we should do.
How are we on water?
So what?
Water.
Water.
The canned water. How are we on water?
I don't think we have any water.
Okay, we need
No.
more water.
We go through. When I order water, I order water by
the pallet.
The pallet. It's insane.
Oh, the company with the canned water. We need to reach out to them.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because they're at least going to like local shipping.
Yeah. Something that is kind of cool that is our a connection that we are with when it comes to. See, I'm looking at the lobby on there. See, it's low. Let's do this.
Nobody's
It's
told
almost
us they
gonna
can't
get
hear.
scratchy. I think it's gonna see. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. We gotta figure out what's happening.
That's how I test microphones. It drives everybody crazy. But you can definitely see the sound go up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
everybody at home just like.
Yeah.
So one of the groups that we
in.
work with for the big turkey giveaway, that it would be really neat to see if there's any other connection. They do. It's Restoration Bridge. In the video, there's that little snippet of the forklift putting the big truck load in there. That's where we got all the produce and all the actual vegetables and all that stuff.
With 4,000 pounds of something like that.
They deal things by the ton.
Okay.
That was the most vegetables we've ever had.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 tons of vegetables, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I think next year what they're planning on, or what we're trying to do is, especially in today's world and this economy and all that, is trying to see if we are able to do more. Because we have a really, really awesome connection between budget, the truck company that we're using to use. We have to use these big refrigerator trucks. Which are really fun to drive.
Oh yeah.
It makes you feel like you're a semi-truck driver.
Yeah.
They're not fun to drive.
They are.
They are not.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Forklifts are fun to drive for me. I like forklifts. I like forklifts and pallet jacks.
Thank you.
I'm fine with that. You drive the big truck. I'll do the little beep beep. It's fine.
What's really funny is there's a guy. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm throwing you down. I'm not throwing you. I'm recognizing something. So
there were a bunch of pickups that had to go good, this could go bad. Yeah, this could be good, bad. So there's all these pickups that have to be done when we're getting all the stuff together for the turkey giveaway. So we're driving all over. We're driving up to West Palm to pick up stuff, driving over to Whole Foods. We've got a big connection to Trader Joe's and what's the other one?
Fresh Market?
Yeah,
Whole Foods?
Aldi's. So we're driving all these places. These trucks are enormous. And
Not
Mike
all
from
parking
the
lot
Broward
car.
Property Appraiser's office, I'm not going to say which Mike, because there's lots of Mikes.
I was going to say, when you started this, when you said Mike, in my head I'm going, which Mike? Because there's like seven.
Exactly, yep. He went over to get one of them and immediately was like, I'm going to go across the street to the Ford dealership because they bless us with the ability to get a hold of a couple box trucks from them that are much more manageable, that are not 60-foot flatbeds or box trucks. So yeah, he has to go. Go. Was that a heart? Heart. There you go.
I need a background.
Oh, I'm told the kids have a new way of doing hearts now. I can't remember how to do it. There's a new way to do hearts. Young people, show us how to do hearts.
It looks like a heart on this side.
No, yeah, but there's a different way to. There's some way to do it with the fingers only, and I can't remember. Anyway.
So Mike went over and tried to borrow one of those trucks and to go over to do some small pickups. He got a smaller box truck after that because they're much more manageable.
They're not fun.
Yeah, we ended up filling up 4 box trucks, 4 60-foot box trucks with food, and then 3 more small trucks. So it was a cool thing. So
I never stopped and counted. I just was there. But when
sometimes go back and look at photos.
Yeah, when you put the numbers together, it's really like, because when you're in the moment, it's just happening.
Yeah,
like it's just, oh, there's another truck showing up. Oh, okay, hang on. Now I got to open this box. There's the next box that's in front of me. There's the next. But after going back through the pictures.
It's interesting because like we does it feel hot here?
No, I said that's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh.
That's the biggest year we've had by far.
Yeah, I think what we did is we ended up going over and from the point you have that from the point of organization, we were able to really manage and control the organization of that to a whole different level. So it's I think it was really neat. There's a lot less stress on the management side, which is really cool. Outside of that, Broward Property Appraiser's office. You guys are what's up. Michael Albetta. You guys don't know a steely-eyed missile man.
We'll drop that guy's last name. He gets some credit.
Yeah. Albetta, you kick button, you take names. Yeah. And nothing to be said about the other mics.
The mics are wonderful.
No, they're all amazing. Including the mic that is his boss. Isn't that crazy? There's Mike and then Michael.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I gotta update
so many mics. So yeah. Outside of that, so be ready. Be a blessing bags are locked and loaded. We're getting ready to go on that. We just gotta wait for the banner to come back out so we can start bagging them up. Last time we did it was like there were 200 bags in that box, and they filled all 200 of them. Yep. So the number of bags that were up on that screen, I count how many bags we make by how many bags I order and how many are left. And there are none.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And in this year, not last year, but in this year, we've already made at least 600 bags.
I mean, they go.
They do.
Fast.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what a Be a Blessing bag is, what is a Be a Blessing bag?
Oh boy. Okay, Be a Blessing bag is essentially a bag full of blessing.
A Ziploc.
It is a gallon, 5 gallon. It really varies. It depends.
Yeah. Sometimes it's bigger if we have to put like sweaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, a certain time of year. But basically, we shove it full of stuff. It's going to have your toiletries. It's going to have your toothbrush. It's going to have some deodorant if we've got it in.
Sometimes we like to put in water. We get bottles. We get cans. Yep. I like the cans. A lot of people like the cans. They're more expensive, but it's more shelf stable, less dysentery. Good thing. We do, kind of clothing depending on the season. We mentioned socks. Always socks. No matter the season, always socks.
Yep.
I cannot stress this enough. If you walk everywhere and you do not have a house, you go through socks very quickly.
Yep.
And socks do a lot for us.
Believe it or not, the socks that are thin that can dry out really well are the ones that I've gotten the best feedback from.
If you do not have enough socks or the right socks, you can get very sick.
Yep.
You can get a lot of very, very bad infections and bacterial growths and fungal things in your feet, and it can ruin you. And especially if you're the kind of person who does not have reliable transportation somewhere, you're walking everywhere, now all of a sudden if you cannot walk anywhere, your life has become very difficult. I mean, even more so than it clearly already is.
Yep.
Socks, very important. Ponchos, very important. Sunscreen, we are in zone 11. We are the hottest zone continentally in the United States outside of the Southwest.
I thought the list only went to 10.
No. USDA horticultural zones now go up to 11. We are 11 here.
I feel like we've moved past global warming at this point. We're like on cooking, like where you're like the warming phase on like an oven.
Global
it's
cooking.
Like
Global cooking.
We're on cooking.
We're on global broil.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reason I know this is because I go. But it's we are getting less rain. We are getting drier spells, but the rain we are getting is more violent. We are now classified in this area as a tropical forest, like a rainforest. We like this particular zone of Florida. The amount of moisture that we get and our heat is we are essentially climatologically a rainforest.
That's horrible.
So now imagine living
that's garbage
in a rainforest where they keep taking away the benches. You can't sleep any on the benches anymore. Now you're sleeping in the dirt. Anyway.
Yeah, all those benches have the little bar thing on it. Yeah.
The bar that it's supposed to be for your arm, so you can sit there, right? Why is the bar so low that your arm doesn't rest on it? Because it's not there for the resting of your arm. It's there so a human can't sleep on it. That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's sad.
We take these bags full of stuff, granola bars, shelf-stable food, and we distribute them to people who we see asking for things on the road.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, they're going faster. We're getting more people. We're getting a lot of the same people in the same areas. We used to have like rotationals, like you talk to them, and they'd either be like moving from place to place, or sometimes they would have enough money depending on season, like you've got tourist season or whatnot. Sometimes they would have a place short term. A lot of homeless are actually not chronically homeless, they're cyclically homeless. And now we're just having a lot of chronic. Like they're not getting, even the ones that do work, they're not getting enough to get by. There is no more getting by. And so we do need more blessing bags than we basically ever needed.
Yeah, I mean, the need just keeps on growing, and what I think what's Evan kind of touched on it is what's cool about it, and what we try to kind of empower, especially because you guys are joining us online, and I think it's important for us to recognize that we at the Sanctuary Church, we call ourselves a blessing machine because it's really hard to do it on your own. When we're doing via blessing bags and all that stuff, and we're doing all these outreaches, it's hard to do it on your own. But if you're in a team or you're in a group, it becomes easier because now one person gets this, one person gets this, one person gets this, and all of a sudden we got some Ziploc bags, and we have 20, 30, 40 bags that we now are encouraging our congregation to go. Hey, when you're around and you see somebody in need, just hand this out to somebody.
This is force multiplier.
Yeah, exactly, and it creates better connection. But doesn't mean you can't do it on your own if you really want to.
I'm sure you've got a few people around your area that you don't live around here. That you probably go, wow, I haven't seen that guy around a lot lately. Huh?
Yep.
Maybe hand him a bag.
Yeah. I mean, it's an extra pair of socks, shirt, something to eat real quick, and some water, and that's the beginning of it.
What you do is you go on a work trip while you're in the hotel.
We're back at this again.
I've been told not to encourage this.
Evan?
I've been told to neither confirm nor deny.
Has or has not raided a cart from a hotel.
Look, render unto
to create
Caesar
bags
that
of
which is Caesar. The laws of man, blah blah blah.
Do you leave anything on the cart? Or
I
you
don't
just
take like I don't like shovel stuff in the bag. I just like maybe I ask for a couple extra. You know?
Okay, so this is
My
the story
mother.
is developing. The story is developing, and it's not that he's taking them, but he's asking for permission from them.
Look,
is this it?
I just said maybe need some more. You know, they're very kind. You know, my family will
That was a
take
lie. Just letting you guys know.
I'm not telling you which part it is. Sometimes I'll come home, like go see my parents, and I'll just get like a box of just because like my family travels all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody in my family travels for some kind of work or has traveled for some kind of work at some point or whatever, and so like I'll just get like a tub. They stopped doing it a little while ago though. I should check and see if there's more collected for me. I should go.
I found out there's, and I think it would be really cool. I got to go back over and
donate to
keep Evan out of jail. Yes,
my wife and daughter. Thank you.
I want to look up and see if there's any kind of connection that we can make with these, because it was a really cool thing. We were watching like how it's made or something in that world, and there's a group that takes all the leftover soap from hotels. So you know how like hotels have all like the extra soap that
I don't know anything about that.
They use once.
Right.
I thought this was weird at first, and then they explained like how they actually do it. Is they take all the leftover chunks of soap that are left over, and they take them and blend them all into the same thing of soap, and then they add a purifying enzyme in there that cleans the soap.
All right.
Which I didn't know you could clean soap, but you can clean soap, and then they make them into bars, and they give those away to anybody that's in need.
We do need to make a connection there.
So that could be a really interesting thing. I don't know what that looks like or how that works, and I don't.
We'll find out.
It could be interesting.
We will absolutely find out.
That I'm gonna write that down so that I can remember. And
are you writing on your hand a permanent marker?
Yes. Yep.
Palm Pilot.
Done. And I spelled it wrong. Yeah.
As long as you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, no, I just squiggled. So, outside of that, we're going to go get something to eat real quick. Find a blessing machine that you guys can create. And we're going to create more blessing machines downstairs by connecting with some people. Okay? You guys have a great and awesome week. We will see you guys later. I think it was a good video, though, right?
Yeah,
it explains what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah, they always are longer than I really want them to be.
Well, it's because we do a lot of it.
Yeah.
And everybody cheers afterwards. I don't think anybody's sitting there going, wow, this is such a long video.
No, the first version was 14 minutes.
That's a long video.
That's a long video.
That's longer than the sermon.
So I went over and I cut it down, and then I cut it down, and then I cut it down, and just sped things up. So you know where there's like a part where it just like goes with photos?
Yeah.
That's me speeding it up, which is good and bad. And you have to match it with music.
Yes.
So it works. Okay. We love you guys. See ya.
See you, Rusty. We'll talk.
See you, Rusty. We will. We'll put together a list and post it on. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Hey guys, this is Noah from the media team. I just want to let you guys know there's some really cool ways for you guys to stay in touch with us. So down at the bottom, if you're watching us on Facebook, there is a little button that says follow. If you click on that, it will allow you actually be notified when when we go live next. We go live for all different things, not just church services, some of our special events, our food giveaways. It's really neat to kind of stay in touch. If you're following us on YouTube, if you press subscribe right after you press like on both of them, Facebook and YouTube, once you press subscribe, there's going to be a little bell button that pops up. Press that bell icon. It's going to let you know when we go live as well. It's a really neat way to support the channel. It's a really neat way to grow the channel as well. And then on both of them, if you press the share button, that allows you to share this message with so many other people. There is so many people going through so many problems these days. And you know, it's really important for them to hear an encouraging, positive message. So go out, share, be disciples. You guys have a wonderful week.